Okay, it's 5 p.m. after rainstorms, and I've decided to come up and see if I can test some rods. I've got 400 centimeter rods with me today. And I'm going to see the difference between them as I fish. The first rod up is the TB40. Fish rising right there. Let's see if I can pick up one of these fish. I gotcha. Good. Okay, so the TB40 handles the fish in current really well. It's not a very large trout, but easily controls them when they get hooked. You see them right there, nice brown. Next rod up is the Nissin Oni 395. It casts beautifully. This number 3 line. It's balanced really well. Gotcha. And it too handles the fish really well. The tip is a little bit more bouncy. I don't know if that's the right term. It's a little bit more bouncy than the TB40. There's a nice cutthroat. And off he goes. Oh, I had him. Took it right out of his mouth. That was my fault. I have another one right there. That's a better fish. That's a brown. Again, this Nissin Oni Honryu, I don't know how you pronounce that, 395 is a beautiful rod. It handles these fish really well. So it's a nice fat brown, as you can see. Really quite a nice fish. Off he goes. Next up is the Tanuki XL-1. It too just casts the number 3 line very well. Right there. Good, little brown. It's not much of a fish to challenge this rod. Rod's got good bend characteristics. Might be overpowered by a larger fish, but hard to know. Looks like, there we go. Looks like my fly is unraveling. I'll have to change flies here. There we go. A bunch of little PMDs right now on the water. I'm using a number 10 black Takayama. I probably could be fishing more selectively, but I figure why. Nice fish. Okay. And the next rod is the Oni Type-1. And of course, it goes without saying that it casts incredibly well. That's where this rod excels. Right there. Oh, and I lost him. It's where this rod excels is in its casting ability. Here we go. It's a good fish. The Oni is a little softer than the other rods, but it's got good good backbone, so it's got fairly good fish control. It's not as good as the other rods as far as my opinion is, as far as fish control, but where it, maybe off he goes. It's a nice brown. But it makes up for it in just sheer casting pleasure. Here we go. So what's my verdict for tonight? Well, for all around fishing pleasure, I would choose the Oni Type-1 personally over these rods. Off he goes. That's good. But for for casting accuracy, for just making you look good, again, the Oni Type-1 wins. For the other rod for finesse fishing would have to be the XL-1. It's also a great rod. There we go. Oh, I took it right out of his mouth. Oh. Shoot. There we go. And of course the Nissin Oni Honryu also can do some finesse. For power rods, if I was going to fish really heavy current or going to throw larger flies or going to get into larger fish, then personally I would choose the TB40. That's how I would rank them tonight. This is another nice brown, as you can see. Good fish. Off he goes. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. It's been 1 hour fishing. It's a little after 6. There we go.